I know it's not my typical day to be on for a live, but yesterday my husband and I decided to make a run to Costco, which is not in our town. It's about an hour and a half away. So we decided to do that kind of at the last minute. So I just postponed, I had everything ready. I just postponed my video until today. So I've got a super fun card creating your own background. Very colorful and fun. And then I've got something new that I wanted to share. So I'm just letting my lotion soak in here for a second, and I'll bring it up on my iPad and hopefully people will jump on here. Well, I don't need the sound to be playing, do we? There we go. So there is that. I hope you're having a great weekend. It is kind of sunny here. I'm looking out the window, and that's always a pleasant surprise when there's some sunshine mixed in between the rain. So please jump on chat and say hello, and if you're new, let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to be able to say hello to you and chat back and forth. Also, if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, because that helps my videos to be out there and seen better. And so I would really appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch things around here and get this mounted. So I hope I don't make you dizzy. All right. There we go. So my name is Janna. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and an avid stamper. I've been doing this for many, many years now, and it's my jam. So this is the address to my shopping website if you'd like to purchase any of the things that you see today and you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And when you shop with me, if you spend at least $35 before shipping and taxes and that kind of stuff, and you put the host code for the month in, then the following month I'm going to send you a little gift. So that is the code, and you can write it down, or you can just, when you click onto my shopping site, it's always right there on the landing page as well. You just have to scroll down a little bit and you'll see it. So this code is good through the 27th of this month. And then I've got a fun new theme I want to show you. This is going to be available, I think it's March 3rd. And it's all these pretty butterfly things. So the stamp set is called Butterfly Brilliance, and it's one big giant stamp. However, you can cut all those butterflies apart, you know, once you stamp them out if you want. And then the papers are gorgeous. There are, let's see, what does it say here? There's 48 sheets, and you get several of each design. So there's something else really cool about this, and they are double-sided. Look at the pretty kind of rainbow watercolory things on the other side. So I'm just gonna flip through it here really quick. That one's so super pretty. So if you like butterflies, I'm sure this is going to appeal to you. What's really cool, it has a die set, so you'll be able to bundle these things together if you wanted and save 10% when you shop on the bundle. And then this paper is part of it too. So this is the die set, and this is one big die, just like this is one big stamp. So it will, you can run it through your die cutting machine with one trip through and cut out all those butterflies. The other thing that's really cool, this big die here fits right on here and cuts out these butterflies that are already done for you on this paper. Hi Seal, how are you? And so yeah, and you get several sheets of that paper. Now this stamp set is going to be in the new annual catalog when that comes out. My understanding though is the paper is not. So if you want the paper when it becomes available, like I said, I think it's March 3rd, then I wouldn't hesitate on the paper, but the stamp set will be, and the dies will be available. Oh, and look, you get all these dies too, so it's a lot of dies. So you could cut this out of black paper, stamp these a solid, well, stamp these whatever color you want, or die cut these out of a solid paper, or even the back sides of some of these watercolory kind of papers. Just cut this out of black, put over the top of it, and you're going to have some really beautiful butterflies. So then there's some other fun little dies on here. This one looks like bricks. There's some small little butterflies that I'm sure cut out some of probably these other ones that are on these other papers in here. This one just looks like spots, polka dots. So you could cut that out as kind of a background in your paper. And then there's also that kind of hash mark design there. So those will be fun to play with and see what they do. So yeah, that's a lot of dies. There's 12 dies in this set. Of course, that one is that big giant die. Okay, so I just wanted to show you these things, and I'll show you this other paper here real quick. It's a specialty paper, and you only get 2 sheets of this in the pack. It's like this blonde wood grain. It's actually textured, but yeah, there's only 2 pieces of this. It's called Natural Touch specialty paper. And so I would think that this would be something you would use in smaller bits, unless you just want to make a really special card for someone. This would be really great for guy cards too, I think. Okay, so that is that. On to our card. So the focus on this stamp set, or on this card today, is using pattern play. Now this, I don't know about you guys, these are not the kind of stamps that are on my list at the top, right? I usually just flip through the catalog and pass this stuff by. It doesn't typically jump out at me. But then, just like most everything else, I saw somebody using this stamp here and I thought, what? Where is that? Let me go back and look in the catalog. So I went back and looked, and I thought, well, I really was wanting an alphabet set too. And these coordinate with each other. And you can, I think you can bundle these. I'm not sure if you can still bundle these. They're in the annual catalog. But this is the Playful alphabet dies. So it's all the little letters of the alphabet. And then this one, Pattern Play. So yeah, the card I'm making today, I just think it turned out so cool. And of course, I've used bright colors, and I like bright colors. But I really like especially these little designs here. And they're all fun. They're all fun designs. And when you actually see them in action, I guess it kind of changes your mind about, let's look at some background stamps and see what we can do with them. Okay, I'm also going to be using the Nothing's Better Than set, which is so fun, and the dies that go along with that, which is called Love You More Than. So it's like love you more than chocolate, love you more than coffee, and it's got all these fun sentiments in it. And it is a two-step stamp set, which makes it really easy and fun to play with because you don't have to do a lot of special coloring. And then I'm going to use, what am I using out of this one? Oh, the Happy Birthday. So you could use any happy birthday. I just liked that font because I kind of thought it went along with the other one that I'm going to use out of the other set here. This set is going away here really soon. Celebration ends at the end of this month. But if you were to place an order or have some of your friends help you and place orders together, and you manage to come up with a $300 like party or order together, then you could choose this as one of your free sets. And it's a great set, and it coordinates with all these different punches. So that's why it's called Punch Party. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to be using my Stamparatus, and I'm using a basic black card. So it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I've got a piece of 5.5 or 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, and a piece for the outside that I'm going to be creating the background on of the same size. And then I have another little piece here that I'm going to be cutting something out of. Okay, and so I'm going to use this stripe right here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I try to explain as best as I can, but sometimes I might get quiet because I get involved in what I'm doing and forget to say what I'm doing. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get this lined up right because I am not right over the top of it. Now, because I'm going to do this stripe and go completely across the card, there's not really any room to put the magnet, so I have a little piece of double stick tape here. It's removable, and I'm just going to put it on the back here of my piece of card to hold it in place, because I do not want this moving around while I'm doing it. And I'm going to make sure that I have my piece of grid paper here lined up, and I am going to hold my grid paper in place with the magnet. Now the other thing is I've got the foam mat on my Stamparatus here, and you want to, if you have a Stamparatus, you want to use the foam mat underneath when you're using the photopolymer stamps. When you use the red rubber ones, you take that away because they've already got rubber built into the stamp there, or the foam. Okay, let's see. I'm thinking that looks pretty good, so I'm going to put that there. And then I will just make sure everything's where I want it. Now, I'm doing my background kind of a rainbow effect. And I'm just going to put this stamp case under there so that it makes it have something under there support for when I ink up the stamp. So I'm using real red. I don't know if I mentioned that for the first set of stripes here. Pretty. Okay, now I need to clean that stamp off because I'll be changing colors, and I'm just using my chamois here to do that with. All right. Now the next color I'm using is Mango Melody. And I need to pick my door up here of my Stamparatus and take it out of the hinge and move it down one. And I'm going to ink that back up. I had so much fun designing this card. Okay, so there's Mango Melody. And we're going to come back in between these stripes when I'm done and do something else. All right. And next I'm going to use Daffodil Delight, and I need to remember to pick this up and move it down again. So Daffodil Delight. I've got a roast cooking in the oven, so my house is going to smell all yummy. So there's that. And next, I'm going to use Garden Green. Move it down another notch. I see a little, there was a little tiny hair or something on there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just try to ink up that one little spot there a little bit better. Let's see how this goes. All right. Now that's what is cool about the Stamparatus, is that you can pick up this hinged piece and move it, and there's also, it comes with two of these plates, so you've got one on the top. So if you're stamping with lots of stamps and say you're making multiple cards, you can have your stamps in place and stamp from one side and bring the top down, and it just makes really quick work if you're doing multiples of things. All right, what's the next color? Pacific Point. And let me move this down. I love this color of blue. It's so pretty. There we go. All right, so we're done with the stripes. And that alone's really cute, I think. Hey, Ruby, how are you? Thanks for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, now I can take the stripe off because I'm done with that. And I can put the blue away. Now then, I am going to use this fun polka dot right here. And I'm not going to use the Stamparatus for that because I have to line it up differently because it doesn't go fully across the card like the stripe did. So this one, let me see here. I need to get it as close to me, but so that you can still see it. We'll try it there. I've still got that piece of tape on the back. And I'm going to use this block. This is the part where I need you guys to cross your fingers because I've got to line this up where I want it and then match it up to go across the page without dropping my stamp or putting it where I don't want it, and being able to see it and line it up right because I'm not right over the top of it. So cross your fingers. I'm going to do the best I can, and I'm going to start with the very top dot because see how they're offset? That top dot, I'm going to start it about halfway off the page there. Let me stand up and see if I can get it better. I don't know, maybe, because I don't want to angle it. It's going to be fine. And I did angle it a little bit, but it's going to be okay. Because I'm putting some images on here too. So that will take the focus away from people saying, oh, look, she got it crooked, right? I just think when you put black with a lot of pretty color, it just makes it pop so much. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, maybe I can sit down now. Oh, thanks for crossing your fingers, you guys. I just love this. It's so fun. And I guess after doing this, that's what I'm saying. It just makes you look at background building stamps a little differently when you can actually see the fun things that you can do with them. But, you know, it doesn't enter my mind a lot of times until I see somebody else do something. And I saw someone use the stripe, and that's what got me interested in the set. Yay! Thanks for crossing your fingers. I really only made that one little hoo-ha right there, and it's really not that big of a deal. Yay! Okay. I love it. Do you guys like it? Of course, you could do it with any kind of colors. If you're not a bright color person, you could do it with any kind of colors. I just like color, period. I like all the colors. Thank you, Seal. Okay. Now see, I could have used any of these other stamps to do that. This would be a fun one. It would make a wider stripe, but then you could put these big polka dots in between it maybe. And again, this set is called Pattern Play. All right. So that is the background stamped. Now, before we get too carried away, we may as well do all the stamping, right? All right, so for the inside, I'm going to use this Fill the Day with All Your Guilty Pleasures, and then that's from the Pattern Play set. And then from that Punch Party set, I'm going to use the Happy Birthday because this is kind of in a cursive font, and so this Happy Birthday, the word birthday is in a cursive, so I kind of thought they looked good together because I definitely wanted it to have Happy Birthday in there. So I'm going to use black again here, and this is Memento Tuxedo Black. So there is that part, and then let's get Happy Birthday up here. There's that. And then for some added fun to go along with our colorful background on the back, I've brought in these colors from the Stampin' Write markers. So let me see. I'm looking at my sample card here to see how I did my colors. So I know I did the big one in the middle red because why do you think that is? It's my favorite color. So it had to have the biggest spot. Okay, but it's the only red one. And then that was real red, and this is Mango Melody. I'm gonna do these two with Mango Melody. And I'm going to do two in the Garden Green. So I'm going to do this one and this one, and then one in the Pacific Point. And then I'm just going to give it a little huff and put that right there. And then we will just repeat that for the other side. And it really just adds to the inside of the card, I think. And it ties all those fun colors together. Just an extra little something something. Thank you, Ruby. So what are you girls up to today? Like I said, I've got a roast cooking in the oven. Kind of thinking about making some chocolate chip cookies later. We'll see. I vacuumed earlier. There we go. See? I love it. Okay. So we can go ahead and get this put on the inside. There we go. Now then, the fun for the outside. Let me put this here. I went ahead earlier and did some of the pieces from the Nothing's Better Than set so that you didn't have to just watch me do all these little pieces, but I left one to do together with you. So I did the coffee, and like I said, these are two-step stamps. I did the chocolates, and I did the chocolate chip cookie, and now I'm going to do the little cocktail drink. Now, this doesn't have to be an alcohol drink. It's just a foo-foo fun drink, whatever. So you don't even have to, if you're, you don't like the thought of this kind of a thing on your card, because some people don't, just do the three, or do do two coffees and make one a different color or something. But I think it's super cute, and like I said, it's just a fun foo-foo drink. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so let me get my little piece of white card here. And what did I do with my ink pad? Here we go. I'm going to stamp it, the outline, with the Memento Black. And I will be die cutting this out with the die. Cute! It's cute already. Okay. There's that. Now, we'll do a little bit of fun for the inside. Let me bring all the pieces here. So this is the inside, and I'm going to do Bermuda Bay and Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to go ahead and mostly ink this up. Can you see? There we go. I'm going to mostly ink this up with Flirty Flamingo. Let me get this out of the way. And then I'm going to dip the bottom in the Bermuda Bay. There we go. I'll go ahead and stamp it. And then I'm going to bring in one of the blenders. Now these are in the annual catalog, or online you can find them, and it's just the blender. I think they come in a package of 2 maybe. There's dual tip brush ends on each end, and I'm just going to kind of blend those colors together a little bit. Because if that were a real drink and somebody made this foo-foo drink, it wouldn't just have a harsh line there. It would be blended together into the colors into each other. And plus, I'm also going to put Wink of Stella on there, and that will help blend them. Because we want it sparkly too. I might have used a different end on that pen than I did on my first one, because it kind of made it a little funny there. But it'll be fine in the end. Getting it nice and sparkly. There we go. All right, now we need a fun umbrella and a fun, let's see, did I make it a lemon or did I make it, yeah, I made it a lemon, I think. So which color did I use? I think I used the Mango Melody. Let me just see. That's a little orangey. What's it stamp like on the second? Oh, the second image is perfect. So let me just ink it up, stamp off, and then stamp. There we go. That looks about right for a lemon. And then the umbrella I'm going to do in Granny Apple Green. There we go. Yeah, that kind of didn't blend the way I wanted it to. But you know what? It's all right. I think I just blended a little too much and it kind of raised my paper up. Maybe if I dry it real quick. You can see on the back, I just got carried away with it. I think drying it's going to help. All right. Let me just get it cut out here. And then I guess I didn't leave it setting out. I need my light pool party here, my blend, and I just like to do a little shading around the glass to give it that contour like on glass. There we go. That just adds a little something, something, I think. Yeah, I'm not happy with what I did right there. It didn't, and I'll show you on my original card how it blended better. I just let it set too long on the paper, but I think it'll be all right anyway. Okay, so now then, the other thing I did in the dies, you get the words. These words here, you get those in the die set. So I left them attached because I didn't want to lose the little dots to the eyes that are in the words. And I did before I die cut these. Now I didn't do it on my first card because I simply forgot that I had the adhesive sheets and I wanted to show these to you. This is how they come, and there are 12 full sheets in the package, and they're simply called adhesive sheets. You can find them on the website. And So it's sticky on both sides, and there's a carrier sheet on the front and the back of the sticky. So I cut just a strip of that, and I pulled one side of the carrier sheet off, and I attached it to my black cardstock before I put my dies on and ran it through the machine, so that now I can peel that off the back of the words and I don't have to worry about using glue because of those being such, you know, small areas. Now, when I did use glue on my first card, I used my Tombow, and it's got a pretty fine point, and I just polka dotted the glue on there, and that worked fine too. But I thought, hey, since I remembered that I have those, let's give it a try because I haven't tried them out yet. Okay, so I have the dies stuck on there with some Post-it tape. And there's the dot to my eye. So I just need to get that out there. Now I don't know about trying to take the sticky off the back of that little dot. I might just end up gluing it. We'll see. We'll see how that works. I don't know. Since it's my first time trying out the thing. So we've got cookies there, and I just need to get the middles out. And this is the Take Your Pick tool here that I'm using. So there's cookies and there's the dot. I don't want to lose that. And then here is the word cocktails. And this one also has a dot, so let me just pop that out so I don't lose it. And of course it flipped, there we go. Uh-oh, my sticky came loose there. I think when you're using any really fine detailed dies that the adhesive sheets come in handy for that kind of stuff when they're very intricate. Okay, there's two. And I think those are the only ones that have any dots. And something else you can do if you lose a dot for a letter, you can always dot your eye with a rhinestone. And if you don't have the right color, but you have clear and you have alcohol markers, you can color your rhinestones with your alcohol markers and make them any color you want because it stays on there, which is a fun thing. All right, one more word. Coffee. My little bucket here, if you're wondering about it, is just something I got at the Dollar Tree, and it works fabulous for all the little scraps on top of your desk. They always have such good plasticware stuff. All right, so now let me get some dimensionals. oh, before I put the coffee on, let's see, I don't think I mounted it. Let me bring back that stamp set here. I want the steam for the coffee. And I will just use this block. And I'm going to use Smoky Slate. And let me see where I want it. I want it right about there so I don't lose my dot. I'm going to put my steam right there. There we go. Because this is hot coffee. I always order my coffee, if I get a coffee drink from somewhere, Starbucks, I always order it extra hot. I am just one of those people. I like to, if I'm having something that is a hot drink, I want it to stay hot the whole time I'm drinking it. I don't want that lukewarm stuff. Okay, now then, getting a hold of the backing might be the trick. Looks like it's already a little bit loose right there, so maybe I can poke this in and get it. There we go. Coffee. And we're going to have some chocolates. Oh, you know what I bought at Costco yesterday? Chocolate covered raisins. They're huge. I love chocolate covered raisins. All right. So let me bring in the cookie and the cocktail so I can kind of get these positioned. All right, now we need chocolate. Oh, and that one's already started for me on part of it anyway. So that made it easy. Chocolate. There we go. I still have my dots. I haven't lost them. That's amazing for me because I'm always losing something, especially when I'm doing a live video. Look at my nail polish. Don't look at it actually. I need to take that off and put some new on. Okay. I know I can make this happen. There we go. Cookies. Let me see where my drink's gonna go. Gotta have room for that. Maybe we'll make this go like this. And then let's look at this dot here. Well, the paper was already pulled off the back of it and it's stuck, so that made it easy. Okay, Maybe it'll be pulled off the back of the other one too. I don't know. Actually, I think I just need one dot. Well, I guess I could put two on here. There we go. Yeah, this is the biggest challenge of making this card, is pulling off the backing here. Now, if you're using this on a bigger image, that wasn't so bad. There's seams in it. So there's actually, this is one full sheet, but there's 3 strips of the carrier sheet, so it's easier to just grab. But I just cut right here, you can kind of maybe see. I just cut that, I kind of went along the seam line and cut that off there to put on the, it matched up just right with the back of my, or with the size of black card that I was using there. There we go. Now, how about this dot? Does it, oh no, it's still got the, still has the paper on the back. I wonder if I can even manage to get it off. Here it is. What do you know? Amazing. Now let me flip it over there. It's going to stick everywhere I don't want it to stick. Yay! Okay, let's get this put on the front of the card. There it is. Coffee, chocolate, cookies, cocktails. Happy birthday. Fill the day with all your guilty pleasures. I think it turned out so cute. Okay, here's the first one. So it's the same, except you can see I did a much better job blending that drink than I did today. I just got carried away and I made my paper too wet was what the problem was. But it's okay. It'll be all right. Cute. Oh, I didn't get the sticky off the back of that. That's why it was popped up there. There we go. All right, I hope you guys will try doing some of your own fun backgrounds because it really was fun. I had so much fun making that background. Let me pull the stamp set in again so you can have a second look at it. And like I said, it does coordinate with the Playful alphabet dies. And there are 58 dies in the alphabet set. I'll let you have a look at those here. seal. Yeah, I don't know if anybody would look too hard at that. I don't know. It's a handmade card. All right, here's all the dies. How fun is that? So I'm thinking that you get some extras of some of the letters, but I'm not positive. I'm looking here. Yeah, there's 2 A's. There's probably 2 E's. I don't know. But there's extras. There's 2 O's. There's an asterisk. There's an exclamation point, like a hashtag or a number. An ampersand, equals. So there's a few different things to go along with the alphabet, but it's a fun alphabet. It's kind of just a blocky style, and it's a good size, I think. The letters are a nice size there. So yeah, they paired that up with this Pattern Play stamp set. But I thought it was great that saying, I mean, that just fill the day with all your guilty pleasures. It couldn't go along any more perfectly with the coffee, chocolate, cookies, and cocktails. So that was just a big coinky dink that it worked out that way. I'm a weirdo. I put my stuff back in the packaging. I know. I know. All right. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. I know this isn't my usual time. I usually do Fridays at 2. I'll be back on Tuesday at some point, most likely in the evening. Could be around 7. So go ahead and click the little bell here on, if you're watching this on YouTube, that will let you know when future videos are on. And in Facebook, if you make sure when you like my Facebook page, which is also JannaStamps, that you go in and set your notifications so that you will receive that notification and know that when I'm on live or when I've posted a video. Okay, thanks so much. You guys have a great weekend. I will see you back Tuesday. Until then, happy stamping. Bye-bye.